Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back today doing another video. Today's date is February the 25th, and this video, I'll call it free trading tip on how to set up your charts before you're putting in some trades. Now, first thing that I do is make sure check the meter, and the meter was telling me that the pound is at the top here, so we're going to be buying the pound. Now, once I establish the fact that I'm going to be buying the pound, what I want to do is set up the charts, and that's why I want to do this video on how to set up your charts. So the first thing I want to do is open up the terminal down here at the bottom, and then I want to tile it. 4 little boxes here. It says arrange windows as non-overlapping tiles. You're just going to click on that, so it makes it all nice and neat. Also remember to keep an eye on the Forex calendar, and I noticed that there was no high impact news for the pound today. So I wanted to decide which pairs I wanted to trade, and as you can see down at the bottom, those are the 3 pairs that I did trade. So once I put in the trade, then I'm going to open it up. All you got to do is click on it and open it up. I did the pound Aussie, pound New Zealand. So let's pull that one down. This one here, just move the cursor until you see the up and down arrow, and then slowly move it down to the bottom. And of course, if you were going to do 2 pairs, you would just open up one on each side. Since I did 3, I did not do 4 pairs today, I only did 3. So this one I can expand it a little bit more to the right. It's exactly how you should be setting up your charts every day, depending on how many trades you're putting in. So now once you have them all lined up and you have your trades put in, and by the way, I took these trades at about 7:15 this morning. That's New York time. So let's run a check on this pound CAD right here. Just click and drag and drop it up. Now this is the one that gave me a hard time, but I knew due to pound strength, when it was finally done its cycle, I knew I was going to get a chance to get out. And once I had that opportunity to close the trade, that's exactly what I did. So I got in at this cursor right here, went against me, I kept an eye on it, and I knew that the other pound pairs were going up, so it's just a matter of time before this one will go up. And I close it out with roughly 2 pips. And as you can see, it's still struggling. Now the reason for that is the CAD. The CAD is interfering with it. It's hard to be right on every trade you take, and I learned many years ago, it's better to do 2 or 3 trades, because you never know which ones will be the movers. So now let's move on to this pound Aussie, the one that I did. Drag and drop it up. I have to open this up a little bit so you can see it. Just move this over a bit. Very easy, just line them up, which gives you the best visibility. So same thing, around 1/4 I got in here. Should have waited for a bigger pullback, another mistake I made. Still make mistakes 15 years later, but I know the direction it's going to go. And eventually it did go, And this one right here gave me 28 pips. And it did go against me about 16 pips, so that was not a big deal. Keeping in mind those 28 pips here was paid me $1,831, and the other 2 pips was only $75. Not very much, but still turned out positive. That was a good trade. Now let's run a check on this pound New Zealand. Just click on it here, highlight it, and drag and drop it up. Now I have to open this up a bit so we can see it. May as well just bring it all the way over so you can get a better view. This one I took the trade, same thing again, about 13 minutes after 7. Went up and then came back. At one point I was up 16 pips. Then I was down 4 pips. And as I said, I knew it was going to go up. And then I finally closed it out with 32 pips. Now today, these trades, as a matter of fact, all of them, let me just double check again. Yes. See if I can open. Okay, now I straightened them all up. I put all 3 of them on 15-minute time frames so you can see all of them. All 3 trades were qualified for a great way to trade, as I teach within the training videos. And of course those 32 pips on the pound New Zealand, that paid out $2,014. So today the pip total was 62 pips and payout was $3,921. Now I only do 2 or 3 trades maximum per week. That's why you don't see me doing a lot of videos, as if the totals are pretty good and I'm happy for the week, then I take the rest of the week off. And that is why I got into trading more than 15 years ago. So I could work a lot less and make a lot more money. And it looks like, especially on these 2 right here, it hit near the top up here on both of them, and that's why it's dying out. I was hoping that the pound CAD was going to do the same thing, because when I did get in, up to the top up there was 40 pips, but it was not cooperating, and it was the CAD, as you can see right here. It's not allowing it to go any higher. So that's the way trading goes. Sometimes you win more and other times you win a little less, and hopefully you don't have too many losing days and trades, of course. So I highly recommend you set up your chart side by side. If you're only doing 1 pair, then it's not necessary. But once you get to 2, 3, and 4 trades that you're putting in, the most I would do is 4. But as of today, today I only did 3, so you just put them side by side. And then you can sit back and monitor them and manage them at the same time. So that is your trading tip today. I hope to do a few more over the next week or so, which should help your trading. Once you can have better visibility, it'll benefit you a lot because it helps me a lot. Now, if your system is not producing, then I recommend you get your hands on this magic trigger. All you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. It's the Magic Trigger System. I do charge $250 for it. Now it's best of the golden trigger and the pip trigger combined. If you remember, the golden trigger is when the market is range bound, and the pip trigger is great for when the market is trending. And today, as you can see, if you open it up, it was trending. So my Magic Trigger system has 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and my favorite currency meter. Now I give a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents. One of them, of course, is this $1 million trade plan. Been getting a lot of questions lately from traders. That's where you only need one trade a day for 10 pips, and today I got 62 pips. And getting one trade a day, that will drive a $1,000 account into $1 million within 10 months. But you have to be a good trader, and you have to get those 10 pips. Just follow the instructions within the $1 million trade plan. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and my favorite, of course, is this great way to trade, which is exactly what you see here. A combination of the gold line and the AO here. Now there are a lot of ways to trade, I give a lot of training videos, 36 of them, along with 9 bonus videos. I give a lot of trading tips within these training videos. I teach how to backtest a magic trigger, how to scalp the market, how to scan the market. I teach how to trade all 3 sessions, along with how to trade the London close. Now I teach how to trade pullbacks, reversals, how to trade the channel, how to trade the goal line, how to trade news. There was no news today for the pound. And then, of course, how to trade with a day job. So if you have any questions about the magic trigger and or the $1 million trade plan, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. My Skype ID is Forex_Nelson. Made it easy for you. Just got to click on this link. All of this information is right below this video within the description. Now, over the years, I've built 26 trigger systems. All you got to do is click on this link and you'll see 26 screenshots. And of course, I originally did a review of my best 2 trigger systems. Just have to click on this link. And after that, when I merged the 2 together, the golden trigger and the pip trigger, came up with the magic trigger. So just click on this link and you will see a review of my magic trigger system. And keep in mind, once we have Skype contact and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session. And that free session should last about 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you may have for me. There's no obligation. So that just about wraps up this video, along with the free tip that I provided. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading.